Going back to the whole order and chaos thing, there's certainly a good amount of order and chaos in all of us. When people exert that chaos onto you, like how do you deal with it? What do you do?
What do you mean when people exert chaos? Give me like a situation and then I'll understand.
Well, I don't know about a situation necessarily, but like some people are just mean, man, and there's just no need to be mean. Some people just really go out of their ways, and it's like could have just smiled at me, could have said hello. You know what I mean? People, well, there's some people. It's actually really funny. I remember writing about this. It's like like if I see somebody I know, I'm gonna go up there and be like, "Hey, how's it going?" But sometimes I'll like have an
Yeah.
experiment, right? Where I'll see them and then I'll look away because they haven't seen me yet, and then I'll wait until they see me, and I'll
So
know
you
that they've seen me. I'll know that they've seen me, but they don't come up to me, right? And it's like that's not necessarily chaotic, so to speak, but it's kind of mean in a way. I mean, you know me, you could have just said hi, you know. I guess it's got some grain of chaos to it. So it's just
right.
like it's stuff like that. Like people are just like they're not as kind, I'd imagine.
In that
Something
sense,
like that.
I
Yeah.
think all society in that sense is a little bit like on the shy or the
Too damn shy. I gotta say that, man. People
yeah,
are
too
too
that
damn shy.
you know what I'm saying? And you're one of those
It's
people who
annoying
are
sometimes, yeah.
oh, I'm sorry, bro.
No, no, you're good. You're good. You're good.
It's something that I admire of you actually because you're
Oh,
able to be that person to go up to somebody when they maybe aren't able to do it themselves. And that's how you came and talked to me. So like like you're
yeah.
just that person. And I think we do need definitely a lot more people like you because that allows for us to kind of open up a bit. But really, we the basis of all this and why we're like this now, I think we can all agree is because of technology. And since then, we've been more stuck to our phones than talking to each other. And
Yeah.
back in the days, I'm pretty sure people were waiting in line, getting groceries, talking to each other or something, or waiting to get a haircut, communicating, or you know what I'm saying? Like everybody was a lot more like talkative. Who knows? Maybe they were chismosos. Chismosos is how do I say?
Like
Somebody,
drama, right?
somebody who
Chit
likes
chat.
gossip. Yeah,
Yeah.
like somebody. Who
Gossip.
knows, maybe they were just talking like but regardless they were talking, they were communicating, they were getting to know who are the people that are the neighbors. Nowadays a lot of the times you don't even know your neighbor. You don't go over there and offer them a pecan pie, go up into the neighborhood.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who knows? I don't know. Maybe that's how things were back in the day. Maybe that's not just how movies say it was. Who knows? But I think technology
Yeah.
has a lot to do with that, and white people now are just a little bit more shy on being open, on communicating with each other, and it kind of sucks. It does require though that person to
Yeah.
have the
It
cojones to just go up and talk to them.
no, no, for real. And the problem, I think one of them is the shyness can come across as just like a bad attitude or like a mean
Yeah,
person.
I can
It's
see
like
that.
there's plenty of folks where it's like I give them the benefit of the doubt, but it's like
Yeah, that's
sometimes I can't really tell, you know?
no, and honestly, I think you have the right idea. I do the same thing. Because of course there's somebody who say like you knew it, you had already met before, something like that, and you see them at a Walgreens later on or something. A lot of times, like part of you wants to say hi, but part of you is like shy to say hi, right? And I think that's something that a lot of people go through. And so when I see that happen to me and they don't come, like they notice me, but they don't come and talk to me, I keep that in mind. Like, oh, like they're just shy. Like I would be shy. Like I am shy right now. Actually, I wish I would go say hi to them, and I want to, but like I'm shy, and I
Yeah.
know that it may come across as kind of like, oh, like this guy or whatever, probably thinks he's better than
How
me.
far though do you think you should take the benefit of the doubt? Because like a lot of the way, like this is gonna sound a bit cheesy, but I think there's a great truth in it. A lot of the way that I have, at least in like my adolescence, begun to perceive the world was through films. Because films, they shed a lot of light on reality in ways that like we don't really speak about, but you get to see it.
Yeah,
And so like there's so many things I've learned from movies just about like human interaction and like human psychology and whatnot. And it's like I really have to wonder like how far do I take the benefit of the doubt? You know what I mean? It's like how far do I take it until I can recognize, oh, like there's a bit of chaos here.
I think that has to do with the severity of the case. Like for something like that, like you say, like somebody just didn't like, acknowledge your presence or just didn't say hi.
Yeah,
Or
I mean
something.
that one is actually like really like
Yeah,
it's a wimpish case, you know. But
yeah,
you know what I mean? Like sometimes people are just like mean to you.
yeah.
They
And so
just
going
are.
back to that, where you were saying like some people are just unreasonably mean. And then how far do you have to can you accept that essentially, right? Like I think when it comes to me, I mean people have been mean to me, right? And not kill them with kindness, is what I always
Mhm.
go with. Because we don't know. Like one thing I always try to keep in mind too is we don't know what they're going through. And we don't know if they're just projecting their anger or their hurt or anything like that, like towards you. And who knows, you might be that person to change how their day went that day.
Yeah.
But knowing that they probably went through some really messed up stuff or whatever to get to that point, because I think naturally we all are not mean or dicks. I think naturally we are all like social people. We all want to be nice. I think we all want to love. I think that's within our nature. Um, and so for somebody to get to that, you have to keep in mind that something happened. Maybe not, and maybe they're choosing to be this way for some reason. But does that really affect you? And is that energy like really necessary for you to exert onto them and to, I guess, put them in their place or something like that? Is that energy wasted? Like, is that necessary? Do you want to do that? I think that comes up to you, but I don't want to.
Like what I'm wondering is like how far does kindness really go though? You know, it's something I really have to wonder because some people they just stay mean, man. You know, and I keep bringing up order and chaos because I really like that dichotomy.
Mhm.
And I don't think that necessarily they have like good or bad connotations about them. I think it's like a part of being human.
Yeah, it's
And
like
so I
life.
feel like in the absence of that kindness is that invitation to chaos.
Hmm.
And there's like a dark romantic allure about it.
It
So
is.
it's like it's really just like wrestling with it, right? It's like how far do I take this kindness before I slip into just the chaos of like, I don't care. I don't want to talk to anybody. I'll be mean kind of
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, that's like life and death. They both exist. And
And I
honestly,
wonder where my bad for cutting you off, but I just wonder where where that leaves order in between kindness and chaos. But go ahead.
but no, yeah, I was just saying that both life and death exist. They coexist, and both are beautiful things. In my opinion, some people may see it a little bit different, but I think it's part of makes life valuable. Is death? If we didn't have the other, then life wouldn't mean much. And so I guess also doing the same thing with kindness and somebody being rude and meanness, that has to be the same. And so if somebody, like you said, is just mean because they're mean and they're not going to change at all, then let it be. Let them be who they're going to be, and that's who they're going to be. And they're playing a role in their life,
And in
and
yours, eh?
in ours. Yeah, they're playing a role in our life too, because you may learn from them as they may learn from you. Who knows what will happen exactly, but I think they both are there for a reason. Everything
Yeah.
happens for a reason, right?
Yeah. And the ultimate buildup to all of this is really just that. You know, it's like there's so much we just can't control. And it's like we have to learn to just let go. At a certain point, it's like you just as much as you'd like to script a thing to happen or for a particular outcome to manifest, it's just like you have to let go.